Anglicare Australia says its annual rental affordability snapshot results are nothing short of horrifying. And many renters are having to go without essentials like food, medicine and heating to simply make ends meet. It's actually examined more than 45,000 listings right across the country and measured them against the affordability threshold, so falling under 30% of a person's household budget. And let's take a look at some of these really grim results, because for a full-time worker on the minimum wage, that prospect of getting an affordable rental crashes to 0.6%. So that's just under 290 homes of those 45,000 that were listed. For those on age pensioners, it was just 0.2%. Half of the properties were available for those on disability support pensions. And it just then goes to non-existent. We're looking at just 3 share houses out of 45,000 listings that are actually affordable to somebody who is on JobSeeker. And there are no homes at all that are affordable for people on the youth allowance. And if we take a look at a couple that is on the minimum wage working full time, well, they're actually locked out of nearly 90% of rentals.
Yeah, they're pretty stark and confronting figures there, Steph. So what's Anglicare now calling on the government to do about it?
Well, Anglicare says that we have been sleepwalking basically into this crisis with those really low vacancy rates among rentals, along with skyrocketing rents. Rents have actually gone up by some $200 per week from pre-pandemic levels. And let's face it, none of us have seen our wages actually increase to compensate for that. Anglicare wants to see tax concessions changed so that they no longer favour investors over renters. And on that topic, we heard this morning on News Breakfast from independent Senators David Pocock and Jacqui Lambie. And they have actually tasked the Parliamentary Budget Office with modelling some solutions to this growing housing crisis. And they say that under their idea, they want to see a grandfathering of the capital gains tax discount so that people who already have properties don't lose out, but going forward to actually limit negative gearing to just one investment property. And they say that that would save the federal budget some $60 billion over a decade. This is what they had to say.
Urge the major parties. They don't want to talk about tax reform in a housing crisis, but we have to. And there are ways to sensibly start to turn this ship around. As Jacqui said, you can grandfather existing arrangements. People have made investments based on the current rules. You can honour that, but going forward, we can say you're only going to get capital gains tax discount if you're investing in new supply.
The other thing that we can be talking about, which we're not, is foreign ownership, exactly what New Zealand is doing, and stop foreign ownership buying into our housing system. These are the sort of moves that we need to make. But it looks like the Labor Party or the government of the day doesn't want to talk about anything but the billions of dollars that's given out there for these new house builds, and it's not going to be near enough. It is.
Well, that's Jacqui Lambie and David Pocock there. And they say while there might not be the political will to change tax concessions, it certainly is stacking up with voters, with more and more Australians showing that they support the rules changing for the property sector. And they're saying that this isn't the magic bullet, but it is a really important lever to ensure that it's no longer easier to buy your second home than your first one.